Hello, everyone. This is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com. Welcome to another Paper Pumpkin Kit alternative. And yes, the today it is actually Paper Pumpkin Kit. I know that last. Oh, guys, sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I forgot to charge my computer. There you go. Shh. Sorry. I always forget sometimes. It's just interesting. Yes, it is a paper pumpkin kit because the good news is I actually got my paper pumpkin kit. I want to say like Wednesday, I think. So that's super exciting. Hi, Miss Judy. Hi, Miss Brenda. Kathy and Elizabeth and Rochelle. Hi, Miss Susie. Yeah, Miss Carrie. Happy Friday to all of you. It was a very busy day. I was like, I have one of those like crazy cases my way, sent my way. When that happens, like my time like just really shortens up. When I actually got the paper pumpkin kit and saw, you know, the pieces in it, a card came to mind. So I hope it's works the way I hope it's going to work. Let me clarify this. I did make a template because it's not a simple like one of those like simpler cards. Hi, thank you, Elizabeth. I so appreciate you sharing. So I did make my template. Um, I but I did not actually make any other card, right? Just we're going to learn together how to put it together. So hopefully that is not too disastrous. Please let me know. Hey, Nancy. Oh, I'm so glad you're catching us live. Um, please let me know if it starts spinning the wheel, because if it does, I mean, just to make sure. If it does, I will most likely keep going and then just kind of upload the video, or I don't know. I'll decide then. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I did all the like we've done in the past. I cleaned all my other stuff and try to make it so it's, I don't know, the catch, the cookies. I don't know exactly what keeps making this many problems, but um, breathing. It's a breathing exercise, guys. Okay, so guys, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I will ask that I would love to spoil you with rewards and gifts and all that good stuff. If you send me an email, maybe there it is. Right here, Maria at mariascraftingcorner.com. I will very, very gladly send you a catalog. I will need your address in that email. So, just so you guys know. Thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Judy. That's so much love. Um, Also, guys, I do give a free gift for those of you who buy with me. All you need to get is order $50 or more before shipping and taxes. Thank you, Nancy. So this month, the gift, I want to say the official gift. It's the Sweet Thoughts memory pack. Guys, I've told you, I love it. I love memory packs. I can't help it. And I think they're super, super useful. Hey, Kiwi, how are you? Yeah, you're in the house, but you're on Facebook. Kiwi's on Facebook. Hi, Tara. How are you? And so, um, this month though, because I am having the Maria's Coloring Corner Club, whatever, I am offering that if if you register for this and what you prefer is blenders, a specific color blender, right? Because you don't have any in your collection, or you need a replacement, then I can do that instead of the other one. So if you're interested, just let me know. And if you see this beautiful bunny around, okay, let me move this in here. There it is. I'm trying, guys. This is our February paper pumpkin kit that is obviously focused on Easter and spring. We've seen a little bit of it. I've told you guys it has some beautiful things in it. So we demonstrators, I guess I should say. So I'm really excited about it. I can't wait for that one, although I just got this one. So we're just going to start creating. And like I was mentioning, guys, the Maria's Coloring Corner piece is here. And it is a monthly subscription, and we are just going to color and learn to color and work on that one. So I want to say I have a few people that has hello Cherry that has already subscribed to it, or that has um okay, I forgot how to speak English, guys, so I really hope you forgive me for that. It's super weird. Let me put myself here. That Hey, Kiwi's in YouTube. You're so funny, Kiwi. I have a few people that have already subscribed to it, and the first video is going to be this Sunday. Mainly because it is going to be more of an informational video. Every video is going to be recorded, so it doesn't matter. You're going to be able to watch it. But if you're interested, please send me, please, go and subscribe so you can be part of it. Now, I do want to say that I black out. Guys, I don't know what's happening to me today. I guess no more something. Jesus. Well, two things I did want to say. The first one is I am trying very hard to get the website to work smoothly. I think it's working smoothly. I am crossing my fingers. I'm going to drink some water. Maybe it's the lack of water. And thank you, guys. I am hoping that if you subscribe to it, it just works smoothly. Now, I have to say, the way I created it is if you want to subscribe monthly and have PayPal or whatever. Yes, Judy, hi Brenda, that is a cute bunny. So, if you want to subscribe to it, then meaning that the automatic payment goes through, you can do that. You can also do it monthly on your own, in case you're like, no, I can't this month or whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about that because I'm obviously still like my brain is going 100 miles an hour, and I'm not being a very efficient communicator. So let's go to the crafting table and hopefully I do better with the card. So Carrie has a question and she's asking about how do we sign up for the coloring corner. So Carrie, all you need to do is go into my website, and if you go there, like in the menu tab, there is something that says Kits and More. If you just hover over there, let me not create that craziness, then you'll see the Maria's Coloring Corner. And maybe I can show you here in a little bit after we're done with the card. Okay, I am not making, okay, let's do this. I'll show you by the end of the video where to sign up. This is not a card that is new. I always say that because I feel like I've said I'm always behind. This is called a tuxedo card. I know it's been around for a very, very long time. When I started being a demonstrator, so we're talking about 2.5 years or so or such, it was not new, so it's older now. But I have never done them, and that's done any of them. And I know that that's one of the reasons, the things I keep saying to you all, And it is that, thank you, Cherry. And it is that I came in so late into the quote unquote card making game that I have all these cards that I want to make, and that that they are, I think, yeah, tuxedo, yes, Tara, that they are so they've been done over and over again. And I have said this too, and that is, I cannot lie to you guys. I am not going to sit down and create a card. Not because I can't, although I don't know if I can. Maybe. But mostly because I don't have the time to do that, right? Like my job obviously needs to take precedence. And so through the day, I cannot sit down and just like get that creative. So the tuxedo card looks like this. And this is my cheat sheet, guys. Okay, kind of like that. And it's kind of ends up looking like this. Okay. So when I saw again this kit, it reminded me of like a bouquet of flowers, right? And I thought that these would kind of look like it, right? Like if you see it like this, it's gonna look a little bit like that. So this is what we're going to do now, because I always do this, and we're gonna do this very fast because actually most of you have probably either received it or let me move that, or seen it with other demonstrators online. But I still want to show you what it brings. Thank you, Nancy. And that is, it brings, let me put that aside, some things that it brings new. It brings a the artwork, and I really like this. This is the first time, right? Like, I don't know if Paper Pumpkin Kit has done it in the past, but that way, if you put your these like that in a box or in a plastic container or whatever, then you can put this behind and know which one's which one is which. I really, really like this idea. So super, super cool. It has, as usual, these are the cards you will be these are the cards you will be able to make with the kit, and then it also brings some extra tags, and I absolutely love it. Oh my god, let me put this one, Nancy. You just made my day. That is so funny. Thank you. Yes, it certainly looks like that. It's super funny. Um, and it also brings in the back, guys, all the pieces you get. And the instructions are pretty self-explanatory. I think that I really like them. Okay. Oh, Tara, for real? Huh. Well, I've seen a ton of them around, and some of them are like old. So I just want to say. And then it brings a gorgeous grape. You guys know that I will bring my big ink pad because it doesn't make sense to open this. The other thing that I've been doing lately is that you have to store your inks facing down, right? So the ink actually is always towards the I wouldn't say the edge, but the front of or in the ink pad. And so I just write the name in here with some alcohol marker. This is one of those oh my gosh, I forgot the name of them. A Sharpie, one red Sharpie that I have here for emergencies, and I just keep them like this. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that one there, and let me start with the card bases. It brings, like I mentioned, 4 and 4, so it brings these super, super beautiful polka dot card base, and then these amazing, I love this one. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous. And then technically, if you see it, to me, in my eyes, you have 3 different kinds of DSP to create extra cards, right? So you have 4 and 4. And now let me bring the envelopes. And then it has kind of that same, like alcohol blend, maybe more like watercolors. I don't know, but I love this one. And so you have 4 and then you have the others also with those polka dots. So very, very cute. Finally, it brings just a variety of really beautiful stuff. So they are brilliant, I have to say, because what they did was that they create, it brings four of these. They created um, a layer, let's call it, and then you remove this, and then this will be your tag, right? And then in these now you have a little window, which I find is brilliant. Also, probably you've seen, I don't know if you can see, yes, the there it has some purple foil on it. And oh my god, thank you, Nancy. Yes, wash. I love that purple foil. It's I every time I see it, I'm like, I love that. Then it brings, kind of going into the same route, four of these with that purple foil. That, oh my god, again, look how beautiful that looks. And kind of going to what we did last month. Remember, you can totally use this. Um, the negative side to create something with your blending brushes. So I really like this. Yes, yes, Tara, you're right. I was saying that she thought of me when she saw the envelopes. Now it brings some twine that I'm going to put in there right now. I was going to put it away, but no. And areas to, for your sentiments and to follow up what's in the, let me see, in the cards here. So for your sentiments, really, really cute. Some extra pieces that if you see here in the instructions, they're just to put that beautiful love. Sorry. And then, oh my goodness, guys. See, that it brings a lot. It is a gorgeous set, Anna. I completely agree with you. Hi, Anita. How are you? Um, and then it brings a lot of cutouts. I think it has like four. Yeah, it's four sets of these. So you have a lot of greenery. And then it brings two sets of these with the lavenders and extra love. Okay, so very, very, very beautiful. I like very much. Me likey likey. Okay, so I am going to move these. I'm going to explain the card like I've done in the past in white paper, just because it's got a few cutouts. I try to make it so two things. Two things. The first one is the actual link that I had saved like a long time ago, by the way, was from a British demonstrator. So what that means is that it was made on an what is it, A2 card. I don't know. Well, the 11, what is it? I don't remember, but they have a different kind of card, right? Kind of a card base. And so it was a little bit bigger. So I had to tweak it a little bit. So ends up being, it's actually ends up being 5.5 by 5.5, because this point is going to be all the way to 5.5, right? And because I want to make sure what I'm saying. So it's going to be 5, kidding. So 5, but yeah, 5 by 5.5. So very, very cute, but it's not as big as theirs. I think theirs is a little taller, if I am not mistaken, but I really don't know their measurements. I'm not going to lie. So I did have to work a little bit to get this in our regular measurements. I'm pretty sure there's plenty other, Stampin' Up! Demonstrators in the US that have done this, but that's the one that I have saved. So that's what I got. So this is the first thing. And I also tweaked a little bit what she was doing. Let me bring a piece of white. Because it didn't work with my brain. I don't know if that happens to you guys. Like I felt it was a little not disorganized. It was just like my brain was not able to follow up very well what she was doing. So most likely it's like I was very tired today and everything, guys. I'm not kidding. I did this after work. So I got here at 5 and started working and trying to get this set up, and so that's why I was saying hopefully it all works like I hope it's going to work. Because I am not sure. So our piece, we're going to start with cutting a piece that's going to be 5.5, and we're going to cut a 10.5. It could be 11, and I'll explain here in a minute, but it could totally be 11. It doesn't matter. Really, it does not affect, it will not affect the end product of the end product. Okay, so now we're going to score, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch, right? Okay, let me move this, and that is my cutting blade. Let me move here so you can see what I am doing. Okay, so aligning at 1/2 inch and scoring. So 1, and now we're going to score at 3. It's going to be 2.5 inches increment. So 3, and that was pretty lame. And then 5.5. Okay. And then 8. So bottom line, you're going to end up with something that looks like this. All these panels have to be 2.5 inches. And now we're going to turn this. This is from now on, once you put these marks I'm going to do, this is going to be the bottom edge, but you'll see it's not difficult to identify, I guess. So we're going to align it 2, okay, and I'm going to bring my pencil, and that moved a lot. I'm going to bring my pencil and score there and mark that 2, and I'm going to mark here at the end. You're not seeing. Oh my God! So congratulations, Miss Anna. Mia, that is amazing. Woohoo! Congratulations. And so I marked here at the edge, but in the front, or in this area that has that score line, so here is, and I'm going to mark it here so you can see, here is that 1/2 inch score line. I am actually going to make the mark in the score line. So yes, Susie, Susie is like an expert in all things cards. It is that one, Susie. You got it. I found it, the name is Tuxedo, not the pop-up, but Tuxedo card. So, yeah, you're gonna mark this here in that score line. Okay, so I made my little mark there. It's not little; it's pretty obvious because this is our template, right? Now, I'm going to move this to 3 3/4, and I'm just going to say, I'm going to make the mark, but I'll explain why it's not completely necessary, but I'm going to make the mark here. So I'm going to mark up there, right? Make a little mark, and then the mark here. And that's all the way to the edge again. So again, marking there on that score line, and then all the way to the edge. Now, I'm going to close that. I am going to align here, and I can mark this, but okay, so remember, this is 2 and this is 3 3/4, right? So this is now our bottom. I am going to align the top, and this is the 5.5 score line. So, which if you think about it, is like the middle. So I'm going to say, I'm going to align the middle score line, so in the top, and we are going to align that mark there with the mark we had in here. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Yes. Okay, there, right? So I am going to align that as best as I can and not cut. I'm going to score. Okay, so we have our first diagonal score. And now we're going to do the same, but we are going to align, where is it? There it is, with the, with, again, oh my gosh, that specific mark we made. It can go all the way to the back, but I just want you to make clear that it has to align with that mark, right? And again, I'm trying to cut this, and I think we're doing fairly okay. Okay, so those are the first steps. The next step that seemed to be easy for me was cutting this piece. And I am using my cutting here. Guys, you probably know this. I can't cut anything straight, but I am cutting to make it a little quicker. If you're good with the scissors, use your scissors, but I would use my trimmer because this is going to be a little flap to unify this, okay? And now, remember that second second mark we did. So I'm going to align, I'm going to give this here a change because I have that flap there. It's a little bit uncomfortable. So what I need now is to make a line between here and, I'm going to mark it and then show it to you. So the goal is to make a straight line between where these two score lines met, right? So we have the little point there where they meet, and the edge, which in my calculation was sort of that 3 3/4 mark, but it could be off by a little bit. So do this, mark it, and then extend your line because that's where you want to cut. Okay, so now that I cut this, now that I marked that, guys, am I too far away? I agree with Tara. Kiwi, you're very, very quiet. So let me see. I am aligning. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, you can't see. Let me bring this up. So my little point in there, my little dot in there is not aligning with that 3 3/4. So I did that initially, and then I realized that probably is not needed because you want the cut that you're going to do, you want it to really, really align with those two, with where those two score lines meet. So let me move that. And so I'm going to move here and I'm going to cut all the way. Chun, 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 chun. And that work. And we're going to do the same thing, guys. I'm going to look in here, look where those two lines meet, and cut. And there we are trying to do this. See, so I said 3/4, 3/4, but it's not really going to be that. So I'm not even going to include that measurement in the measurements that I will write down below for you guys, because it obviously that's not what you need. You need to align those two. I mean, to cut in here. Okay, and then the next cut is going to be pretty simple because all you need to do is, I'm going to cut this like this, is cutting from the top to where that that other cut is, right? So I'm going to remove that, and now we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to cut from the top to where that cut is. Guys, do you have any questions? Let me see. Anna says, oh, this is her first one. Oh, that's so exciting. And I'm so glad, happy for you. Oh, that's so cute. That is so nice. Okay, so this is our template, right? Now we can remove this for a minute, and we're going to score these lines. And actually, I'm going to bring my black piece. So here's my black piece already worked out, and we're going to score. So this one is going to go valley. I'm gonna flex this, but it does not need to be scored necessarily from what I could see. And this one is going to go belly too. So belly, 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 okay? And this one does not necessarily need to be cut or to be folded. And I'm gonna fold this one backwards, okay? And this one backwards. Okay, so now this is how this looks. And like I said, to me that oops, I'm far away. To me that reminds me of like a bouquet kind of setting. I don't know. It's not exactly it, but it kind of works. The other two pieces you are going to need, I hope I can find them, are here. And these measure 3.5 by 3 3/4. Just kidding. 3.5 by 3/4, not 3 3/4. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry. And we are going to score these at 1/2 inch. So there's your first one, and then 3. Or you turn it around and 1/2 inch. So we're going to have 1/2 inch flaps. That's what it is, right? So I'm using here again the right side of my trimmer to to score those little pieces. And what I'm going to do, since Tara mentioned it, I'm going to bring my my little blend. So sorry, that was noisy. And let me get my purple if I find it. Here is purple, and I'm going to kind of color this, because what's going to happen is these are going to serve as a place to put our flowers when we close this. So but I want it purple. So it could be white, but I want it purple. I don't know why. Now I'm thinking. They're going to be purple. Okay, so I'm going to bring my blending brush and go ahead and turn this very purple. You guys can tell my gorgeous grape is extremely juicy. There's no doubt about it. Which I'm ashamed to say, guys, is that I probably have not used gorgeous grape a lot, because this is my ink pad that I got when I became a demonstrator. So, we're not talking about a couple of days. I'm going to let these two guys dry for a little bit, so, we don't get purple everywhere. And I am doing the blending brushes on all of it, on both sides is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to let those dry for a few. So, this is not happening, and I am going to clean my fingers because, yes, I don't want these to get messed up. And now we'll remove that paper out of the way. Okay, let me bring my thingy back here. So I do have a couple of pieces already done, but I want to go with you with my process of how I solved all these triangles, because you guys know how much I don't like them. So I already have the white piece layer here cut, and I'm going to tell you how I cut this. This measures, so this piece here measures 5, right? And I don't, it's, hey Jeanette, how are you? I don't know if you can tell, but because this is going to be close and the flowers are going to be there, you really don't need this to go all the way. This piece to go all the way. You could totally do it. I just had an extra piece, and I'm like, oh, that's going to work fine. So I'm just going to, use it like that. But what I did is, so again, this one was, I want to say 5 by 4 inches. And what I did is I aligned this, let's imagine this is a whole piece right in here, and just mark it. And I know you guys love my way of working like that. Just bring my pencil and mark in here, mark in there, and then run it through the trimmer. But we're going to do that process together. So this is a piece of the regular cards, right? Like the card bases. And I'm going to cut this at, so we said this was 5 3/8. Sorry guys, 5 3/8 by 4. So I'm gonna cut this at 5 1/4 right there. And I always cut a little bit. I rather cut, keep saying 5. So this has to be 4 3/4. I'm so sorry guys. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yes, yes. So I'm gonna write them here because I'm really sorry. This is it was initially a piece of 4 7/8 by 4, and this one is going to be 4 3/4 by, and it's going to be 4. It doesn't matter. Again, you're not going to be able to see this much, right? So, and we're going to do the exact same thing, guys. I'm going to align this in here. So I'm making sure this is centered. Let me see. And that there's like that 1/8 of an inch on these both sides, right? Because I like that very much. I'm making these, let me move this in here so you guys can see. See that I am leaving that dot in there. I'm leaving the paper a little bit lower or below that the edge. So I'm going to come here, turn it around, and I'm going to make a mark. And guys, I know I need my trimmer, but I'm like struggling here. I don't want to put my big head, but I'm going to. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think that I sort of got it. No. Okay, that's kind of what I did, but I think I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to turn this around, do the same alignment in here, right? There. I'm going to pull this up. Oh, you see that second one was not that bad. So the seventh, the 1/8 of an inch that I am really looking for is the ones on the edge. The down below I'm not too concerned about. Okay. So there it is. Fairly well. I'm going to pull these up a little bit and pull up because I need to make that mark, right? No, it was not very good. So I'm going to erase those previous marks that I did because that was not. And here it is. Okay, that's my mark. Okay. And now I'm going to bring here and make another mark. And I'm respecting that 1/7 of an inch. I keep saying 7/7 of an inch, that 1/8. And do the same here. Okay. So going by marks, guys, very, very simple. And we're going to cut this, of course, right there with where we make those marks. And then the other one. Ching ching. There we go. Okay. Now we got it. Hopefully. There it is. Good enough, guys. So I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit off in here. It's off center. Can you tell? Right? So what I'm going to do, this one here actually has like 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to align an 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to align these here at about an 1/8. And I'm going to cut that. And hopefully that works. Oh, there you go. See, now that works very well for whatever reason. So we have that piece ready. We're going to align that. Now, where is my other piece? Here it is. I have here, this piece measures, and I'm going to check now, 2 3/8 by 3 5/8. So 2 3/8 by 3 5/8. And I did the exact same thing, guys. I bring my little piece in here, I align it, I make sure where the line is, right? And I'm gonna making sure there because I can't see very well for whatever reason, but I'm gonna make a mark there and another mark here, and I am going to cut that. Okay. And okay, let's see. Yes, Tara's right. She's saying something that's very cool. And she's saying that when you're using the blending brushes and you're using the glass mat, you don't need to really re-ink because, you know, the ink stays in the glass mat. So that is totally true. I really love my glass mat. It just has a really awful glare. And so it's not really good to work in the videos. Let me think what I can find. And I'm just saying if I can do a video of something very special for, I'm thinking, guys, you know what? We'll talk, Tara, because, Tara, and because I am thinking of a card that I made a while ago with the Light and Airy suite. I don't know if you guys remember the one that has like all those clouds. And if you change that instead of the hot air balloons, but change them to the like a baby motif, I think that would look really, really cute. Okay. So now we have our piece. I'm going to measure it to make sure that it's going to fit, and it fits. And now we have this extra piece. This extra piece is going to go in here. Okay. And so, as you guys can tell, it's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to align this, and this takes, it's not too complicated, guys. I am using the 16th of an inch, right? So I'm going to use the edge of that brown line. I'm going to align this as well as I can. I'm holding here, making sure it's aligned, guys. And I'm going to cut, wait, there. And now I'm going to cut that 16th of an inch. And now I am going to see if it fits. It's still a little tight, right? So again, I'm going to cut a little bit again. I am never shy about cutting little by little. I am always much more frustrated when I cut and I cut too much. And I have to be honest about that. So again, I'm just going to bring my finger to the edge because I can barely hold it. But there we go. And that got stuck in there. So I'm going to get this in here, and now we have a winner. Okay, so that's what I did for these sides. Okay, so this is actually this side, but now for this piece, the decorated piece, I went even simpler, but I'm going to come this way here. So this is the side. I already have this side decorated, so I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here. I'm going to line this in here, put it in there where it should go. And guys, this is really lame, but it was so easy. I don't even feel bad about it. So I grab one of the card bases. I'm going to align. Wait, I want this here so I kind of have an idea of where that layer is going to go, right? I'm holding there by the corner. Tan. I'm going to leave it there. That's more or less an eighth. Okay. So I aligned my corner already. And if I could find my pen, that would be wonderful. Oh, here it is, my pencil. And I did the same thing, guys. I came, a little bit inside, make the mark, and we're going to cut. And I know that's quite simple, but I figured I need to make my life simpler. And since I struggle so much with triangles, I have decided that this works. Okay, so we have that there. And now we need to figure out a card with this shape. Now, the last piece I have would be this one that goes in here, right? And we're going to do the exact same thing, guys. I'm going to line this in here and mark there, and cut. If you were to use, so if these were double-sided paper, you can even save yourself some extra steps because you will be just cutting, right? So you will be just cutting, turn this around and use it, but not in here, right? So, and I'm just going to measure and it works. Okay, so let's add all our pieces to the fold. Same as I always say, guys, please, 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 please try to remember that when you're cutting layers for triangles, you have to be really mindful of where you're cutting them. And I know we just talked about that Tuesday, but since I always make a mistake, I like to remind people not to do the same mistake I do. Okay, so I'm going to add these layers as fast as I can so there's not too much of a delay. That was loud, sorry guys. Okay, so before I made a mistake, here it is. Here goes the first one. Okay, and let's see. Not these two. Don't tell me I already lost the other. Oh, here they are. Just kidding. Okay, and I'm going to keep this straight because this one is going here, but it's going to fold, and I have that one already actually. So, okay. So fold, and I just spill some glue because that's so normal for glue and me. Okay, you guys are having quite the chatty conversation and I can't pick up. And I'm going to bring the ones in the middle. So I'm going to align these two first and glue them. So I have to tell you, initially I was, do I want everything to be done with the polka dot paper, like even in the back, because it kind of looks like craft paper, right? Like, you know, the stuff, if you go and buy something in some florist, they will use kind of like that brown paper. But then I decided I wanted a little bit of fun, and so I just decided to keep it like that. Okay, I glued this too quickly, and I don't know if you guys could tell, but it was not straight. So thank you that I'm using glue, or very thankful that I'm using glue. Okay, putting this up there as straight as possible, and that looks a little better. Okay, and now let's bring the other piece. So go back. I'm gonna glue this. I am not putting layers inside, guys, which is kind of weird, but for me. But I just decided that I don't want to, you know, do that right now because I like this paper kit a lot. And okay, that was done, Maria. If you notice, last month we got less paper. No, we ran out of paper. Well, not paper. We ran out of card bases and stuff to keep going all through the month, and so I'm trying to be mindful this month so that doesn't happen. Okay, so that is going to be your card basically. We're going to bring those two pieces that we are adding here, and this is the one that I was telling you guys I'm not sure if it is going to fit well. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this in here and to these, and I'm going to fold this a tiny bit. There we go. To that side. So let me do this like this and then like that. And what that's going to do is going to create that kind of like a bending. So I want to really do that with my, and I don't know if this is going to be too short, to be fully honest with you guys. Because the truth is, again, I calculated this last minute. So I have to be honest with you. But I'm going to bring, you see what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm going to bring 2 pieces of my, well, maybe 1 piece only, of my best friend, my tear and tape. I'm going to bring 2, since that did not look very straightforward. And what I want to do here is I want to make sure that this is within the perimeter of this flap, right? So I'm going to fold this a little bit like that, so a little lower. So I don't see it there. There you go, like there. So see what I'm doing? I'm not pushing this. I have it here, but that way nobody will see these. You can put it lower if you want. You can put a little higher. You're going to have the flowers there, right? So I am going to put 1 there. And I want to bring the next one, put it down below. You can make this many ways, by the way, now that I think about it. But again, I just don't want to get myself too complicated here, because I have a feeling that it could go wrong very, very quickly. Okay, guys, you need to tell me what's all this conversation that I'm missing today. Tara, you'll have to send me a text or something later. Okay, so I'm going to align it with the other. It doesn't need to be aligned, but that's what I'm going to do. And now we're going to have these 2 here, and we're going to glue them. And I'm going to bring my glue actually now, so I can speed up a tiny bit. Hold it. Yeah, sorry guys. Just making sure it was actually glued. And now we have this. So what's going to happen is when these glues together, this is going to pull a little bit, but I'm going to let this glue, adhere a tiny bit. And hopefully this is going to work. I hope so. What I'm going to do though, guys, you see these score line, I'm going to kind of push a tiny bit on that score line. I think I should have done that beforehand, but I didn't. Again, I didn't practice this. You guys are like, I can't keep up. And now I'm going to bring, yes, my beautiful friend, and adhere this. So remember when I was telling you that you could totally do this without, 5.5 by 11 instead of cutting at 10.5. And this is what I meant. The flap can totally be a whole inch big. So this flap can be an inch big, right? Like there wouldn't be an issue. I just chose not to. But it can fold. And so what happens is that this is going to look a little bit like that. And so I'm pulling this a tiny bit, trying for that not to. I think, guys, I missed the step and we needed to really squirt it all together. Sorry. But maybe we can do that while it's here like that. Let's see. You guys see what I'm doing? So I'm just aligning this and that score line. And I'm going to reinforce that score line a little bit. So it folds a little bit better. So I guess I missed the step that, again, because I have not done it, I really did not know. But I think that helped a tiny bit. So now we have our little flower bouquet thingy. And we can bring the stuff to decorate it, right? So we have so many of this that you can totally play with this all day long, I think. Yes, Tara, text me because I'm very curious. And so you have 2 different sides down there, right, that you can use. So we're going to bring a couple of them. I'm going to bring a few of these actually. and one of the big ones. So I actually am going to use all these. I can totally put this down in below if I wanted. I don't want to waste too much of it, but it can go like that. Like it can go in the back here and it will be like the perfect background, right? And then we'll bring Ching Ching. If I find them, it would be amazing. Oh my goodness. I did hit them. Okay. I'm going to bring some of these, and this is how we're going to build our card. So I'm going to bring this friend, and because it has already this thingy there. Let me see, guys. I think I could have not. There it is. So you can't see. So let's see if we do this, if it's going to work. So I'm going to open the card, guys. And we'll do that in a minute. I think that you can probably decorate it without closing it. Duh. I don't know why. I was thinking you couldn't. But my thought here is, so I'm going to bring this friend all the way here. Uh-oh, and that unplugged. Okay, there it goes. Let me see, because this is attached here, so it's hard to see. But these can go all the way here, and I can align it in the bottom flap we have here. So that's what I'm going to do. And I want to bring some glue. So it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Let me see, I'm going to turn this like this, so you guys can sort of see. I'm holding both of them at the same time and aligning. And since these are really flowers and like greenery, it doesn't know. Yes, I do know that one. Judy, you're so funny. Okay, so that one stay there. Okay, so it's attached to the lower, since it's so much longer, it's attached to the lower flap that we glued. And this one is not staying very glued, by the way. I think that it was still a little wet, and the tear and tape is not totally adhered to it. And then I want to bring one of these. So I'm going to bring actually this one to the front. So let me show you. Here's the front of the flaps, and so I want to adhere it in the front. So it starts creating that feel of dimension, right? So I'm going to put just a tiny bit of glue in the bottom, and I'm going to adhere it there. Okay, and then the last one I'm actually going to put down below in the other flap, like down there. Actually, now that I think so, I don't know why the ones I saw had so many. I don't see why you needed two flaps now. But anyways, so I'm gonna bring this one here. So now we have our greenery, and I think that that's easier because that way you can start adding the flowers with the greenery. I think that that's even how people do it in real life. So I already lost a lavender here because why not? But I'm going to bring, a few of them. So I'm going to bring one of the big ones. Oh, so it looks like we have two big ones in here. Kind of like the other one. So let's get that out of there. And I'm going to bring these big one all the way down below too. You know what? No, I'm going to cut this. Sorry, guys. I feel that maybe that not, but I feel like it's not going to fit well. So I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to bring one of them here and attach. And all I'm doing now is playing with the dimension, putting either in the front or in the back. And I'm bringing my thick finger here, trying to get it to stick. And there you go. And I want these two probably in the front like that. So I'm going to put some glue. Put it on the wrong side, guys, so sorry. on the back, right there, like on top of what we just did. And I'm going to bring one last one that's going to go right there. So I saved some for later too. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. So I'm bringing this up and putting this one there where you can barely see it's like the stem. And now you have your little, okay, see? Like that's what you have to do it open, definitely. Because I did this, but you can barely see this one. So I'm going totally to remove that. And move this a little bit towards there, which means like I feel like literally we're working here with an arrangement, a flower arrangement, guys. So I'm going to move this one in here in the front, actually. I mean, put it down below, put it underneath the tab, but in front of my flower, of my leaves, is what I'm trying to say, with very little. I don't know about that. I hear a lot of like talking and talking, so now I'm going to close, and I'm going to bring this there a little higher up, and that one there. Okay, that worked. Much better, huh? Guys, who's misbehaving today? Okay, let me remove this. So we learned we definitely need to decorate the inside for whatever you're putting in with, whoops, wrong please, with, before you glue this, by the way, I didn't know that. Kiwi. So I'm gonna bring this in here. Okay, so that's how this will look. That's, I think it needed to be scored there, but sorry guys. So I think it looks super cute. Good girl, Anna. And say that she's paying attention. My last detail, and I'm just going to use kind of like what they brought, what they created with the whole, let me see. How can I lose things so quickly? Here it is. With the same cards, I'm just going to bring these. So this is detail like that, right? And I really like that. And let's bring our little twine. And I'm sorry it's taking me so long. Oops, that one's weird. Where are you? Hello? Okay. Guys, I have some of it from another paper pumpkin kit. I'm going to use this one. I'm so sorry. It's open and it's okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring... Nope. Sorry. I'm going to cut a piece and we're just going to create some kind of squiggly thing there. And we're going to adhere this with some dimensionals. That the kit brings dimensionals. Maybe it's not going to work very well. Doesn't look like it's going to. So no dimensionals there. Just kidding. So let's bring our glue. And we're going to put this one in here, center as best as we can. And I put some in here that we're probably not going to need. We can put dimensionals in here, and we're probably going to need them. And actually, that's what I use to guide me when I like those squiggly things. Because they work really, really well. So to hold our stuff, right? So I'm just going to bring this, take off the backings, and not backwards. And so I'm just going to give one in here. That one, see, I'm holding that there, making sure that one of them is actually going to grab, not grab, like to hold some of it. So there's one piece and there's another piece. And that way, let's see, that looked a little discombobulated, guys. So try to. I guess you have to do it organized, right? Fine, says Maria, that was trying to speed up for whatever reason. Okay, that's a little bit better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a piece of my, there. And I'm going to stick it like that and not remove it. And now we're going to bring this here. It needs to be a little smaller on one side, which is fine. Let's see if that works. Yep. Now it looks organized, huh? So one there and there. Kind of like that. Okay, that looks okay, I think. What you guys think? You're so funny. Oh, Nancy, be safe. Well, did you like it, Ian? Okay, so this is our card today. Ta-da! There it is. This needs to go here. Like that. What you guys think? So that supposedly needs to go a little bit more, but I didn't score it, so that's something that I missed, guys. But other than that, guys, we are done. So let me know if you like the card. Let me know in the comments as well if you like the card. These guys are having too much fun, which is wonderful. I love that you guys have so much fun in here. Thank you, Nancy. I am glad you like it. Okay, I will have to read this back later because you guys are hilarious. So this is the card. Let me. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I am glad you like it. Kiwi. And Anita. So Tara's saying, what about glue dots? For what flaps? Tara, are you thinking of the flaps, of the inside flaps? Let me know. I'm not sure. Okay, let me try to prepare this for 1 second. Let's see. I keep forgetting how to do this sometimes. So, oh my God, guys. I think this is the one I need. Yes. Okay, so let me. Let's see. Okay, guys. So this is, let me show you. This is not that one. Just kidding. Here. Okay, so that is my website, right? So I'm going to move this a tiny bit. So you see here where it says kits and more, like this area. If you hover on it or click on it, then you have a little tab and it opens and it says Maria's crafting, I mean, not corner, Maria's coloring corner. So you go there and then there is the whole explanation and the options. Okay, I hope that was kind of clarifying. Did that clarify stuff? Let me move here 1 minute. You're very welcome, Nancy. You guys, I'm so glad you have so much fun. Was that clarifying for those of you who were interested in finding out about that? Let me know. Let me move live here. You're very welcome, Carrie. Oh, yes, yes, that was part of my website. Yes, that Painted Wishes is so pretty. I did not get it though. Well, you like I've said, I just can't get it all right. I think that, for example, the to me, the Rock Legend one made a lot of sense to get because I sometimes have a harder time decorating or making cards for making cards. Thank you, Elizabeth. Making cards for males, and that is perfect. And then also a lot of my, like my brother-in-law and my husband and like people in here really like rock kind of setting, and so um, that one made a lot of sense. Hey Dawn, how are you? Welcome. You can get you guys can tell Dawn hello since she's new here. Um, so, and the panda one, oh wow, how beautiful, Dawn. That's nice. And the other one, the panda, I really liked because it was kind of had like that St. Valentine's feel that I am not. That I don't usually make cards for is what I'm trying to say. So that's why I got those two. Um, so Kiwi's saying that she got that other kid that painted wishes. Yes, that is a beautiful card. I mean, a beautiful kit. I just can't get it all, guys. I mean, I want to, but I can't. And the truth is, I found out that I can't use it all. Timely. So I'm like, I don't know what to tell you guys. That reminds me that I was going to do this, remember? And I forgot. It was supposed to be last live. So on Tuesday. So I'm gonna do this on next Tuesday, guys. I'm so sorry. I completely spaced it out. So Dawn, this is the card we made today. Let me move it. Let's call it Tuxedo Pop-Up. And I love this one. So we were doing some paper pumpkin kit alternatives, and yep, there it is. We have our little love, and oh, well, it's fine. Um, oh, you can totally do that. Yeah. Ian is saying make this in pink and blue sentiment. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, and yeah, me too. I like playing in the snow. I do, Dawn. We have let's see, Tuesdays from okay, Tuesdays at 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, just in case. Yes, that's a great idea, Dawn. Um, then Fridays at 6 o'clock Mountain Time, and ooh, I have not talked to you guys about Simple Stamping Sunday. So I will decrease the Simple Stamping Sundays in order to kind of do some of the coloring videos. And yeah, so I'm thinking maybe twice a month I'll do Simple Stamping Sundays. But I'll keep you posted. I have not like actually made a whole lot of decisions on that end. And I think you were paying attention, so I really appreciate that. This one you saw, it's not too complicated, but you can always send me a message through Messenger, and I can help you if it's needed. I was thinking, let me see if I can find it. So Stampin' Up has, and let me go back to the stamping table. I try very hard. So Stampin' Up has this stamp, and it has like the little lion, and it's very beautiful, and all the sayings are for babies. So I think that this is a great option for them, or something, not necessarily this card, but this stamp set will work very, very well. We also have Elephant Parade, which was last mini catalog, and there's a few extra bundles that you could get. Even that, oh my God, Nancy. You guys are so funny. Okay, let me come back up here. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your support. I love when you guys chat and have a good time, even if I can't keep up. That is wonderful. I love it. And I am sorry I was a little bit off at the very beginning of the video. I was definitely. Uh, Let me bring it. It's called Little Dreamers. So Nancy was asking about that stamp set that I just showed in that card. It's called Little Dreamers. And again, it has, little baby, big love. Most of it, Star is Born. Most of it is beautiful baby sentiments. This is in the annual catalog. So you're very welcome, guys. Thank you for being here again, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, for all your support. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening and of your weekend. And I'm just going to let you guys keep having fun. Thank you again. And if you have any doubts, let me know and I can help you. Again, we've been talking via Messenger, so we could totally chat about it. And that's so funny. Oh, Nancy, guys, I send you all many, many blessings, saying I hold you close to my heart. So hopefully you're doing well the rest of this weekend, and I won't have a simple stamping Sunday this weekend unless I'm able to pre-record it, but I don't think I'll have time for that. So just saying. Okay, guys, sending hugs to you all. I hope you go and have a wonderful day. And oh, thank you, Anne. Me too. That was so kind of you. Thank you, Miss Judy. I am so glad you guys had a wonderful time. Many prayers for you all. Bye.